Ezra Levant here for Rebel News. I'm in a very fancy part of London, the Savoy Hotel, one of the most luxurious in the city. That's actually their house vehicle, a Rolls Royce. But you can see things aren't normal. A bunch of police vehicles packed with cops waiting for what? Well, the stragglers from the pro-Hamas rally are walking by. It's been non-stop protesters probably for the last 2 hours here. It's hard to tell when you're in the middle of it, but it wouldn't surprise me if there were 100,000 protesters. I was in the protest, but I didn't see a single Union Jack. I didn't see a single British flag. I saw thousands of pro-Palestinian flags. I saw an enormous number of signs condemning Israel as a terrorist state. Some of them went far beyond that, calling for a violent intifada revolution. Some of them implied that the Jews themselves were Nazis. You have to be careful when you're an independent reporter in the thick of it like that, because the police were not nearby. They were a block that way or that way. There was no police visible presence at all. I did a video earlier today where the crowd suddenly turned on me for no real reason. And it was a bit of a panic because, I don't know, if you say you hate Jews, if you say you believe in a violent intifada, maybe you actually mean it. I want to show you some of the images I saw. And we were walking by a McDonald's restaurant. It's just a McDonald's restaurant. People were popping in for lunch. But it became the target for hatred. And as all the marchers walked by, they started talking about boycotting McDonald's and Starbucks too, apparently. I didn't quite understand that. Has McDonald's taken a foreign policy position? I don't know. But people inside were shaking their fists at the people inside. They were filming some of the kids inside, and they were stickering all the windows. I was worried that something more dramatic would happen, that maybe a window would be smashed, or that there would be a stampede of protesters into the McDonald's. At least when I left 10 minutes ago, that had not happened. It's quite a juxtaposition. The Savoy has been here, I'm going to guess, for more than a century. This is part of Britain that's sort of like Broadway in New York City. There's musicals and plays and dramas and restaurants. It's a tourist mecca. It's a little bit like Times Square, a little bit like Broadway. And to have these marchers chanting for Hamas and threatening boycotts, it was quite terrifying.
Why are you? Wait, I don't want you in it. They're not chanting for Hamas. Why?
Are you against Hamas?
Look, I'm not.
Okay, get your hand off me, lady.
No, they're not chanting. You are representing. You are changing a narrative by creating a reality that didn't take place.
Are you against Hamas?
It doesn't matter what I am.
So you're not against Hamas?
I'm contesting you lying.
What am I?
Contesting you presenting a different view for. Have you
Would you like me to call the police? If you're going to assault us, I think we're going to call the police.
I don't want to be fed. I'm not turning off now. Turn it off now. So you are lying. You are the source of the problem because you're dehumanizing people.
Thank you. Did you grab the flag off? I would never touch the flag.
We were just standing here.
It's your right. The flag is being used. Adam, you okay? Camera. Are you okay?
You're horrible. You should be arresting them. I want them to film me. I have asked them, please.
Why did you step into a shot?
Sir, you cannot film her because obviously she's not giving permission to film.
Well, I know the law about filming, and if you're in a public protest, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy.
She's clearly distressed by it, okay? So can you...
Yeah. Can I do what?
Can you just be mindful of her feelings, how she is?
Absolutely. Thanks,
Well,
officer.
thank you very much.
Keep
You're
the
right,
peace,
yeah?
gents. Keep the peace. Thanks, fellas. Well, I heard quite a few pro-Hamas chants from the river to the sea, Intifada revolution. You can see some of the signs. She has no idea what I saw or what I heard. She just didn't like the fact that I was reporting on a pro-Hamas protest and calling it that. I asked her if she was against Hamas, and obviously she refused to say so, and she had a little bit of a freak out. I don't know, that's why I'm saying that we don't have our microphone flashes on that identify us. And the only reason I'm doing this video now is because behind us is a van full of cops. Earlier today, I was amongst the protesters and there was not a cop in sight, and I minded my P's and Q's. I don't think I would do well in Gaza. I think I'd be killed pretty quickly. And there apparently are parts of London where a reporter who calls a pro-Hamas rally can get pushed around. Wasn't really afraid of that woman. I think she was more angry than violent, but it was a flavor of what the day has been like. Hey man, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and Starbucks because I'm hungry. For Rebel News, it's Ezra Levant. I'm here in London where I was attending one of the large pro-Hamas rallies. We've been covering the war between Hamas and Israel very carefully. To see all of our coverage on the subject and to chip in to help crowdfund our journalism, go to thetruthaboutthewar.com.